So we're going to jump ahead in the story. We're going to jump to February of 2024, which was about a year ago, precisely a year ago from when I'm recording this video. And I'm going to attach the video in fool's gold that refers to this part in the story because I do cover it more in depth and I don't want to re-traumatize myself because this was one of the most, you'll see. So anyway, um, just to quickly set the scene, and you can watch the video for better context, but a whole bunch of stuff happened in 1 week in this time period that I'm referring to. Things that had to do with my boyfriend at the time meeting my mom for the first time, my little sister's 20th birthday, and my 20-year-old cat passing away very somewhat unexpectedly. Again, I don't want to go through over all those details because it was one of the hardest things I've had to go through, and I already went over it in depth and again I'll link the video. But Pokey and I, Pocahontas, Angel, Mimi, Tiny Curry, we have a very strong bond. If it's not obvious, I had her for almost 21 years. I picked her out when she was 3 days old, and I won't, again, that's not the part of this video. I'm not here to prove the bond that we had. I want to talk about the messages that she sent me after she crossed over, because I do still consider it under this title, under this category, if you will, of animal communication, even though she crossed over. And I actually think that you'll agree with me. So before I get to that, I just want to say that, again, I picked out Pokey when she was 3 days old, and I had her 4.5 months short of her 21st birthday. And we developed an incredible bond. I told her all my secrets. She was the first person I came out to. She was my cat, but she was really the family's cat because I didn't live with my family. I didn't speak to them for 5 years. And she got really mad at me. She got really upset at me when I stopped going over there and when I was not in communication with them, because that also meant that I wasn't in communication with her. So when I became reacquainted, she was really happy to see me at first, but then she did scratch me. She did get really pissed off at me and told me, like, don't ever do that again. She swatted me on my forehead. It was the craziest thing ever, because anyway. We have a very strong bond. I saw Mariah Carey on what would have been her 21st birthday, Pokey's 21st birthday. So, not gonna go over those details about what happened and how she passed away, because I don't need to do that. You can go watch that. It's in another video. I actually want to talk about the first of 3 messages that she sent me in this video. And I've never told any of this before, like in a video. I've told it on my tours, and it's only a very specific audience. If the energy and if the vibe ain't right, I don't share this story. But after she passed away, it was insanely hard and traumatizing for me. It happened on Valentine's Day, and I just remember coming home afterwards and collapsing. But my mom called me the next morning, and she told me that when she showed up to work that day, she works at a school, one of the teachers at her school, not someone that she's very well acquainted with, somebody she doesn't really know that well said, Mrs. Curry, you were in my dream last night. You were in my dream last night. I don't remember what you were doing there. I genuinely don't remember anything but the fact that you were in my dream. But I do know that I'm supposed to tell you that everything's going to be okay. And I remember getting a call from my mom, like in the later morning, the 15th, right? What would have been the day after Valentine's Day. And my mom said that when she heard that, she immediately knew that the message was for me. And I just, started crying immediately because I knew that the message was from Pokey. Oh, and I believe I've left this part out, but right before Pokey slipped away, so right before her heart stopped, I asked her to send me 3 signs. Sorry, I asked her to send me a sign. She sent me 3, and this was the first of the 3. Obviously, I'll talk about the other 2 signs. But I asked her to send me a sign, and I was expecting, I had a feeling that I was going to get 1 sign during my vacation that I'll talk about shortly, that I've already talked about in the other part, but that yeah, that's what I thought. And I didn't realize that I would get one, like a message from her pretty much immediately after. So that was the first message. The second message that I got, yeah, you'll see. Absolutely blew my mind. To this day is one of the most intense supernatural experiences I've ever had. So I'll tell you guys how that was, how that went down in the next part.